Hello, welcome to this wonderful group. My name is Ernest and I'm representing the Power team. We are going to show you a very exciting business within the next 20-25 minutes, and we hope to pique your interest and to get you informed on a wonderful business opportunity that can actually change your life. So, like I said, we are the Power team. If you've been invited to this group, it means that you have been thought of highly to take a look at this opportunity. So right now I'd like you to pay as much attention as you can, and let's go through the presentation. We're in a different age right now. We started with the Stone Age, and then the agricultural age, and then the industrial age. We are now in the information age, and the information age is simply that age where you can't survive without knowing what's going on. I mean, things are happening, and right now everyone has a phone, everyone is connected to the internet, and if you want to survive, you just need to be informed. In the age of information, ignorance is really a choice, and so a lot of things have been happening within the past decade or two, and we need to be aware of those changes because we need to change. We need to be comfortable with what we call change. So who are we? Who's the Power team? Well, we're students, graduates, entrepreneurs, professionals, every single person you can think of. We span from all spheres of life, and what brings us together is the desire to get extra streams of income. We found a need to actually build our income streams. Some of us have an income stream already, some don't, but we just have the idea of building our own income stream that we can develop and grow over time, and we've taken immediate action to do so. That's why we're called the Power team. We've decided to do something about it. So what drives some of the members of the Power team? Well, for our leader, Dr. Maria and Clement Idigo, the couple actually had a lot of challenges. First of all, their children's education. They had a very wonderful start as doctors, and their income was okay until they had to send all their children to the best schools in UK, and they couldn't afford to keep them there because a lot of things were happening. So they took a look at the business we're about to show you. Also, they had need for assets. They realized that they would need to have assets and then multiple streams of income. We have Sholakpe as well. Her need why she joined the Power team was because of her children's education. They wanted financial freedom and multiple streams of income as well. And she had an existing business, so she wanted to network so she can have more people know about her own business. And that's why she joined the Power team. We have Mrs. Cynthia and the husband as well. They wanted assets, time freedom. She was a banker and she didn't like the strict work timing. She couldn't do things she wanted to do. International travel, she decided she really loves to travel, but she couldn't also do that with the income she was getting. And she also was looking at multiple streams of income. The husband tagged along, and it's history now because they're in the Power team and they've begun to build a very, very amazing business. We have Susan and Michael Itemagbo, and they are also in the Power team. They needed financial independence, assets, wanted to help their family. So we have a unifying reason the team exists, and that is to be successful with our current endeavors and new endeavors as well. But basically, we want to have an extra stream of income, or even a complete income, something that can replace what we already have or don't have. And so what we had to do from the onset is to look out for opportunities. We know there are opportunities out there. This is the age of information. So which opportunities out there that can fit all these criteria? And so we looked at them. Ethical, it has to be an ethical business. It should be something that gives us personal development. It must be simple to build. It must have recorded success. It must not affect present commitments. After all, we already have stuff going on, so we just want to add up to that. And then it must give financial support part time. And then we are looking more at residual income. That means the income that comes long after we've stopped working. So we took to the experts. We went to look at the experts, and this is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. He made this cash flow quadrant quite popular through his book series, The Rich Dad Poor Dad. Most of us know about it. He talked about four quadrants, and each quadrant shows a certain group of people that have their earnings. It's a chart that shows the different ways people earn money in the economic world, in the economy world. Sorry. So we have the employed, the self-employed, the big business owners, and the investors. And basically, on the left side, we have the employed and the self-employed. They work for money. They exchange their time and effort for an income. If you don't work, you don't get paid, and most people are in that category. It's not a problem to be there. It's just that there's no security. There's no future hope there, because most people are just thinking about pension. Same with the self-employed. They have to be there every time for it to work. If they're not there, things are going to go wrong, and they can't just take a big holiday from work. It's not going to favor them in any way. So they're in the same category, because on the left side you work for money, but on the right side, what we have there is called passive income. They've built very successful businesses that keep paying them long after they stop working. So they have people that are working hard for them to generate an income for them. So they could go in the morning of a bright day to the golf course and just have a nice time playing golf, while everything else is working for them. So it's something to consider. We need to be looking at moving to the right side where things begin to work for us. But the issue is, most of the people on the right side, like the Dangotes, like the Otedolas, like the Donald Trumps, like the Warren Buffett, all these guys that are very successful and have passive businesses, they had to build it from somewhere, and most of them had to get seriously huge capital. So we need to be thinking about moving to the right side. I hope all the people listening to me right now have a desire to at least be on the big business position of the cash flow quadrant, because that's where freedom really is. That's where you get to do the things you really want to do. That's where the hustle and rustle of life doesn't get to you anymore. You are quite stable, and you can be sure of your future, your financial future. So we want to move to the right side. The power team wanted to move to the right side, and it's simply just how the rich think. We had to look at them. Leverage, multiple streams of income. They're thinking about opportunities. They're taking value to the marketplace. That's why they are rich. They don't think about one-man businesses, like only me has to do the work. They don't think about just singular streams of income, because they know that if that one dries up, you can't get any other stream. You can't have any other income. They think about opportunities. They don't just sit down and wait for things to happen, and they have a service to render. These are just some of the very successful people we know around the world: Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, Mike Adenuga, Aliko Dangote. Something unites all these five wonderful men. They all have multiple streams of income. If you look closely at the screen, you realize that they have multiple streams of income, different businesses that they are involved in. So we really took time to think, is there a way to move from the left side to the right side without huge startup, without all the structures that Dangote would have to have paid for, and also without the task of recording the accounting and logistics and all those things that come with building a new business. Is there any way to move from left side to the right side? After all, we don't want to start our lives all over again. We just want something that already exists that we can just connect to or join in with and still get the results that those on the right side have. And well, our research was not in vain. We found a simple plan. It's a proven system. It has worked for more than 60 years now, and we were so glad to find it. Some of us may have an idea of it, but then I like to still stay open-minded so you get to the end, because this is the information age. You need to be informed. You need to get away from some of the misconceptions people have, and let's listen to information. And from here on out, everything I'll be saying is just to give you the right platform to make an informed decision after you've seen all the facts presented to you. And this simple plan and a proven system we're talking about is none other than team marketing. Team marketing has a lot of names, but this is what we have chosen to call it, because it has to do with working with a team to move products and services to people. And it's also commonly called network marketing. There are great people that have given appraisals to this industry. Bill Gates said, if I would be given a chance to start it over again, I would choose network marketing. That piqued our interest. Warren Buffett has invested in 3 network marketing companies already. He's a huge believer in the system, and there are many more. And there are a few facts. Some people want to know, does it work? Oh yes, it does work, because in terms of sales, network marketing does about $178 billion. That's greater than the NFL of America, the music and movie industry combined. About 9 billion, 16 billion, and 80 billion respectively. So we do more turnover in terms of sales. And then, do people make money in marketing, in network marketing? Yes. That's very, very clear. Some of you already know that there are a lot of millionaires made like every single year in network marketing, because network marketing companies pay about $200 million every day in their different companies, every single day. And so that means people are getting paid from this whole purse. And then, there's also the erroneous idea that only the top people make all the money. Well, let's look at it very closely. Only about 500 people make about $1 million a year in network marketing. And those are people who have, stayed for a really long time building a successful business over that time. And so they are worth what they get. But, let's average that to like 2 million per person in 500 places per year. What you get to find out is that it's about $1 billion, which goes to the top people per annum. And then just looking at that, what you have is 71 billion in annual bonuses. 1 billion taken out of that for the top people. You see, you have 70 billion. Where does that 70 billion go to? Well, that 70 billion goes to all the other network marketing professionals all over the world who are also building their businesses either part-time or full-time. And so that tells you that it's not just the top people in the industry that make all the money, though they actually get paid well, and you should be happy about that, because you will definitely be very successful if you work with us to build your business, and you could be part of those few people who are making lots of money. But then it's not a pyramid, as you get to see very soon. So network marketing is not a pyramid scheme, like I just said. Where do you find the pyramids? It would interest you to know that the real pyramids are in the workplace. I mean, your boss is the CEO. He's getting the highest amount. No one under him can get paid up to his amount. Definitely. No, you can see even from some of our experiences that the real pyramid is what you find in organizations out there. So network marketing is actually not a pyramid scheme or even a Ponzi scheme. It's not a cyclic system where money just moves around, no product or service or services are rendered. We don't. That's not what network marketing is. It's not about hawking products, all right. It's about intelligent distribution of products, and it's not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a while, it takes some effort, but it's the kind of time and effort that is really worth it. So how does it work? Basically, in traditional marketing, what you have is a long chain of distribution. So if I'm a producer of any product and it's supposed to be sold for like maybe I made it for like 15 naira. At the end of the day, the consumer is buying it at 100 naira. Just like a bottle of Coke, the consumer is buying it about 100 naira. That's really sad, because all the middlemen that got that bottle of Coke to you have added their own profits, because they need to eat as well. And so 85% of the product cost is distributed amongst those people, and 15% is actually just the manufacturing cost. So network marketing companies decided to do it differently. They decided to remove all the middlemen and just have you, the consumer, as both the consumer and the middleman, as it were. And so the 85% that should have gone to those people can now be paid to you. And as you create a customer base for the company, you also get paid for doing that and building a system. And so that's where the money comes from. That's why network marketing is so unique. That's why it piqued our interest. So there are a lot of network marketing companies out there, and so the Power team decided to do a little more research. We had to make sure that we had the right company we've partnered with. Of course, the industry works, but then being with the right company is just as good as getting the right job or working with a multinational. We had to be sure that we were working with the best of the best. And so we found a company that was number one in the world of network marketing in terms of sales and quality assurance worldwide. It's almost 40 years already. That means it has passed through the teething stage of just growing. Any business or any company must have gone through that teething period to be successful, and the teething period of some companies is as little as 5 years. So for us to have come this far, it means we're really good. The company is cash rich and debt free. There's a great management, a highly rewarding marketing plan. There's really no limit to how much you can earn. There's a wide range of products and services that we render. It has unrivaled incentives for those who are ready to work hard, and it's a flexible business model. It's something you can do part-time or full-time depending on your present commitments. And so what company is this? Well, the company is Forever Living Products, and this is the founder, Rex Mon, and his vision was very simple: better health, more wealth. He was already a successful businessman, but he was looking for a way to make other people successful through an ethical means, and he found that after diligent research. And what he did was to found a company called Forever in 1978. The global headquarters is Scottsdale, Arizona, and we've had exceptional growth over the years. This is one thing that got our attention. When you see a company that is consistently growing over the years, you can be sure you're in the right place. And 3 reasons why we've enjoyed over 37 years, more precisely now over 39 years of continued growth. Well, an outstanding product range, because the products are everyday use products that people love to use, people want to use them, and it's a rapidly growing marketplace. And we have proven an exceptional business model. So let's look at those more closely. The superior products. Well, we start most of our products with aloe vera, fresh cut aloe vera from the soil. I mean, we plant it, we we manufacture it, we do everything, and we make all our products based on the inner leaf gel that we get from the aloe vera plant. And most of us would already know that aloe vera is very, very medicinal, very, very naturally medicinal. And so we've been able to create a line of products around aloe vera, nutritional health drinks, personal care, skin care, supplements, sports performance, mobility products, weight management, animal and home, beauty products, a wide range that keeps expanding every year. They just released one while we were in Dubai in April, a new skincare pack and one powerful supplement that helps with mobility. So they just keep expanding every single year. This is just a simple graphic to show you some of the products we have. It's a wide range of products. You can see some essential oils down there. You can see soap, tooth gel. You can see the shampoo, the conditioner. It's basically about changing the brand that you use to a healthier one, which is the Forever brand. We have our weight management, the C9, which is a program for about 9 days and helps with your weight management goals. We have our essential oils, this nutritional supplements that help to boost the immune system. They help to they help to boost the body functions, because most of the food we eat today lack the nutrients, the fundamental nutrients that the body needs to heal itself. And so these supplements act as natural alternatives to help us get all the nutrients we need from the food we eat. So basically, what do? We change our brand. That's how we actually build a business. We're going to show you very briefly how it works. So we change to the healthier option, from normal toothpaste that has maybe fluoride and bleaching agents to Forever tooth gel that has no fluoride, safe to use with children. It's based on aloe vera and bee propolis, which is a very natural antibacterial, and it keeps the breath fresh and whitens without bleach. You can change your bath soap as well to our bath gelée or the avocado soap. These are beautiful products that have so many testimonies that I can't start to share on this presentation. But basically, we're changing our brand. That's what we're doing. From the normal deodorant you would use, which is most probably an antiperspirant, to the Forever Aloe Ever Shield deodorant. No aluminum salts, which have been linked in various scientific researches to breast cancer. We don't have those salts in our deodorant. It wouldn't stain clothes and can be used directly after shaving or waxing. There are also other extra benefits to the use of the Aloe Shield. It lasts really long. Then we have our sunscreen, and this is just an example of one of our team members who has been using the products consistently. You can see the transformation. 9 years ago, this is how she looked like, and 3 years after being in the business, I saw her just yesterday looking so beautiful, looking younger than ever before. So it's a testimony to the products. So basically, changing your brand and helping people do the same is what gives you financial freedom and a healthy lifestyle. That's really what the Power Team is all about. That's what Forever is all about. So team marketing, what do we expect from you? It's really simple. You're going to join in the business. We're going to mentor you. We're going to coach you. We're going to give you all the tools you would need to build a successful business. And what's the business going to be about? Well, simple. You are going to be developing about 20 regular customers of some of the products that we have. You don't have to specialize on all of them, though they are all very good. But then you pick the area of interest for you, and then you kind of build a retail business, having regular customers, maybe few people buying the tooth gel, some buying the soap, and some buying the nutritional supplements. Then you find 5 key people who are willing to do the exact same thing you're doing. And key people who also need that extra income, who really want to build a wonderful business for themselves, and then you coach others to do so. Let's not forget that you too have to be a user of the product. You need to be a testimony of the product yourself, and I will say it fondly: be a product of the products. It's simple, it works, and anyone can do it. You don't need a degree or a special skill to be able to do this business. Everything will be taught to you. Everything will be given to you once you begin the business. All you need is a drive and a desire to have a better life. So there are three ways we can build our business. You can just use and share the products, and if you do that, you have a retail business of about 15 to 20 customers. And in naira terms, in terms of naira, you should be looking at potentially 30,000 naira per month. It could be a lot more than that if you have a bigger customer base. Secondly, you could build a small team, and by building a small team, you have a team of people that are using and sharing the products. Maybe a team of 15 to 20 people having their own 15 to 20 customers. You can expect to have potentially 300,000 per month extra, and that's a really beautiful sum if you know what that is. And then you can go ahead to build a large team. You are now a team builder, all right, and you have team builders as well. Team builders are simply people who have a team of people who are developing leaders as well, who are building a large team, and potentially we're talking of a million plus per month. Now this takes time and effort, it takes some skill as well, but it's very, very attainable, as you'll see very soon. So basically what we have is called a marketing plan. That's how you get paid. You get paid from the marketing plan. So your success as an FLP entrepreneur, FLP meaning forever business, forever living product entrepreneur, is measured in some points called case credits, which you'll get to understand in one of our trainings that come after the presentation, for those of you who would be interested in this opportunity. Well, and these are the different levels you can attain as you build your business, and these are just some conservative amounts that you could be earning at those levels, just beneath the screen there. And there are higher levels. Once you become a manager, which we're going to work with you to become, you start to have bigger prospects. You can look to become a senior manager, meaning you've developed 2 managers. Soaring, you've developed 5. Sapphire, you've developed 9. The list keeps going on. You can start to do the math of how much you could be getting per month. That's just amazing. And we are not just coming up with figures. These are practical amounts we see in the Power team. So like we've said in summary, the network marketing company is a discount store with a difference, and what you enjoy immediately you start the business is a 15% discount from your first order of about 130k. That's 130,000 naira for the products that you would use for yourself and your family, and maybe to share with some other people and to retail. That's how you start building your business. Of course, every business needs some capital. That's like how much you're going to start the business with. You're going to have products in return for that amount, and then subsequent purchases after that is 30% discount plus 5 to 18% on subsequent orders. So it grows from about 35% discount to all the way to 48% discount as you build your business to the higher ranks and higher levels. And then you also get to paid on, if you decide to be a team builder, all your team members that are doing the exact same thing you're doing, you're going to get paid 3 to 13% on every business they do, and that's where the leverage really kicks in. That's where the extra income, that's where the big money starts to come in. So that's the simple plan we have here. This is just a further example. Imagine you find a family that changes their brand and they just begin to buy from you. So if they are going to buy the products, they could directly buy the products from the company, instead of paying about 51,000 naira for the products they would use all through the house, their detergents, their soap, their tooth gel, their deodorants, the and the drinks for the kids, drinks for the adults, the skincare pack. If they're going to use all those things, instead of spending about 51, they're spending about 34, which means there's a discount because they're in the business. Same thing you would do, because you're going to spend less as well. And so what do you start to do? You find a family, and you can start to build a strong business with this simple model. You use your own products, about 34,000 a month, and for your family, and you could still retail some of those. Then your job is simply to find five other families who can duplicate that. Now, families could be one person, it could be a whole family. You figure that out, but basically, we're going to help you to do that. And when you find those five families, you can start to see how you start to have extra income. And what are you getting extra income for doing? Basically, just referring others to buy directly from the company, and they get their products at a discount. Seems easy, right? Well, that's actually what it is. And so, if each of these family introduces five families each, you start to see the multiplier effect. So at the end of the day, you have about 781 families buying and consuming the company's products. And so if this happens, and you're making a total volume of about 26.5 million, like total purchases of products from the company, um, 26.5 million naira, and you're getting 5 to 10% paid depending on your level, in the marketing plan, 5 to 10% paid to your account. You can be making very well between 1.3 million and 2.6 million a month. And I'm sure that's kind of begins to change your financial story if you start to have something of this amount every single month for building a team of families using the product. So it doesn't stop there. It just begins from there, because once you start having a good income, and you start building your business successfully, there are other incentives that the company gives out, and one of those is the chairman's bonus, where you get to share in the company's profits, um, in checks ranging from between $3,000 to about 1 million. We saw that in Dubai when we were there in April. I mean, we saw beautiful checks being given out. This was one of the checks that was given out to our leader in the power team, $330,721. Converting that to naira, you can start to know what that is. And they're already financially free right now, and basically are trying to help us to do the same as well. These are other check receptors, people that also collected checks at the global rally. Some earlier than this. Some of them are just this year. Some are last year. Some are the year before that. But basically, just to show you that it's possible. A lot of people are doing it in the power team, and we would like you to be part of those as well. Forever to drive, you get to get about $800 per month for 36 months to buy the car of your choice. And once you become a manager, you can start to qualify for these things, qualify for the global travel incentive in the best hotels all over the world. This was when we were in Dubai. We represented Nigeria so well with our natural attires. It was a beautiful experience. So I think I should just share my story because it may inspire someone. Now, the business is for anyone who is willing and ready to work, really ready to change their financial status, and probably to just, it could be for some that just want to add some extra income, or actually want to replace their income, or just begin in life to have an income. My name is Ernest, and I'm in the power team as well. I must say I'm one of the youngest in the power team. I graduated from Covenant University with a first class degree, and I have always been looking for something to do for myself, like in form of a business. And I came across this business opportunity through my mom, because she was already very successful in the business, and so I decided to take a serious look at it and start building my business. And as you right now, while I'm doing this webinar, I am a serving core member, and I'm presently on a six-figure income from Forever Living. I've been able to build a really successful business with the help of the Power Team, and the story goes on. I've helped a lot of my team members. If you look at the top there, you see some young people as well who really inspire me, and my goal is to ensure that they also have that financial freedom even before they start looking for work. And it may not be that, may not be your story. It could be something different. You may have a different motivation, but my motivation is to see other young people succeed as well. And I made manager position. These are some of the pictures I took in Dubai. I traveled with company to Dubai, and it's been beautiful there and out. We have a plan to travel to Dallas and Phoenix next year. So for those of you who would take the bold step to join the business this month, you'll be able to make it with us for the trip if you are ready to work with us. So that's my short testimony. There are a lot of testimonies, but that's just the one I feel I should share on this presentation. So, like I said, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. We're here to help you be successful. That's why the Power Team is very, very successful, because we hold our hands together. We provide training and support. We give you enough tools and marketing tools, especially for those that have zero experience in marketing, because you are the best set of people for the business. You don't have anything that's going to take the learning spirit out of you, because most people that already have so much experience are not willing to learn new skills, and so it may be difficult to do this business for those. But if you are open-minded and ready to learn, you'll be very, very successful. And we have training, seminars, events that we can use for you, especially if you're the busy kind. You have a lot of things on your table, you're really, really, really occupied. We'll help you with all those invitations. We'll help you with those seminars, the events, where you can invite friends and family to take a look at business opportunity as well. So all I've been saying may sound too good to be true, but the reality is that time and effort is required. You need to learn and develop new skills. You need to be part of this team, because we are a dynamic team, and you need to be prepared for change. So we have a very, very interesting saying in Forever, and that is smile. We say, if it doesn't make you smile, change it. Don't just mourn over it. Don't just scribble over it. You need to change it. You need to do something about it. This is the time for change. If we can do it, you can. So next thing you need to do is just get back to the person who sent you this video or who invited you to watch it. If you find it very interesting and you've had your major questions about the business answered, and you have a clear understanding of what it entails, just get back to the person that sent you to watch this. Do your paperwork, order your first set of products, and let's get to work. We have a lot of things put in place for the month and for the rest of the year. So welcome to the Power Team, and thank you for your audience. It's been a pleasure being here.